Okay. Am I recording? I'm recording. Okay, very nice. Hello everyone. This is Sworddude. It's a video game I've been making as a hobby for these last few years. And I wanted to make a video about it because the previous one was like a year ago and quite a bit has changed. So I wanted to show like family, friends and colleagues what I've been up to. So without further ado, I'm just going to go into the levels. So right now I only have one world, the training grounds, where you learn all of like the basic movements. So with the first level over here, we're in. So yeah, for the first level, as the dude himself, it's quite simple really. So you can walk, you can run, and you can jump. And that's all you need for the moment really. Also, there's a sign over here. Hail Sworddude, these training grounds will hone your skills, so get those feet moving. Try reaching the flag to proceed. So yeah, just moving around. I wanted it to feel very nice with little intellect, because it needs to be fun, you know, just moving around from platform to platform. And also, as you can see over to the right, there's a coin. And I want every level to have one as some kind of extra challenge. And it isn't explained, but you can attack, and with that in mind, bam, you get the man's hands. So yeah, that was the first level. Now, on to the next one. We do have a sign over here that says, boxes might be annoying to deal with. It's a good thing they're allergic to swords. Well, that's very handy. Bam. So yeah, it does explain that you can attack, and it's, or I hope it's quite intuitive that you just use like the mouse buttons, but yeah, it shouldn't be that difficult to work out. So yeah, you just move along the level over here. Yeah, there's also a coin over here to the left, and you might be wondering, how do I do this? But yeah, with a bit of experimenting, you can also roll, and you can even do it mid-air. So with that in mind, you can go through like narrow crevices like these, and bam, another coin in the bag. So yeah, it's quite simple I think. Like I also need to keep the gameplay interesting but not too difficult, like it's a learning thing. Now for the third level, I'm not going to read every sign, but basically you wall jump. Like that's it? Yeah, it's quite simple really. But then you also have this coin over here, and yeah, you just can't just drop down and get it because yeah, you're helpless. But when you think a little bit about it, you can start wall sliding over here like thusly, and then bam, just jump your way to victory. Okay, now for this level, there are a bunch of different kind of platforms, and they're like quite a as I said, they're a quite new addition actually. Like programming these, it wasn't easy, but yeah, like the moving platforms, they just work at the moment, and I'm quite happy with it. There are like different ones, like if you touch this one, it falls down, but you can use the momentum to get the coin. Yes, very nice indeed, or I do hope so. And you also have horizontal moving ones. Like it's not too difficult to jump over the spikes, but these are the training grounds. Is it too difficult or not? Because I can make it a lot more difficult, but I won't do that quite yet. Okay, the next one, yeah, it's quite easy. It's just a bunch of spikes really. Like, yeah, I might change a few things, but at the moment it'll do nicely. So I can also roll over here, and yeah, it's a bit tricky, but yeah, you can do this. Then you wall jump over these spikes, and you're done over here as well. Yeah. Oh yes, and this one. Nah, aren't they cute? They're boom boxes. Like these are like the first enemies you encounter, and making AI, it's tricky, but there's a line of sight. Like if I destroy this box over here, it does notice me, and then, well, then I'm dead. But yeah, you can defend yourself, just slash them, it's quite easy. And yeah, you just move along. With 2 of them, it's a bit more precarious, but it's doable. Okay, so you just move along, and bam, that's the 6th level, I think. I think so. Now, this is another enemy, it's the Beamer. And, well, it beams very well, let me tell you. So yeah, you can't really do anything about it. So you just jump over it and slash it at your heart's content. And I swear to God, I'm good at this game. I made it, okay? So every little mistake, it's just because I need to explain as I go through the levels, and it's quite a challenge. Okay, just like a dangerous room, but you can avoid them and just destroy them one by one. It's not too difficult, I think. And then you just move on. Okay, now for this one. It's a bit experimental, but I also want to have projectiles that you can destroy. Like, if there's like yellow particles, you can destroy them. Like, it's not too difficult, they don't move too fast, so yeah, it should be fine as a introduction to it. As I said, my brain processing powers are divided right now, so I just need to maybe be a bit more silent. Also, there are also red particles. I'm just going to read in this one over here. Projectiles with red particles, however, cannot be deflected. The only way to get rid of them is by parrying. So yeah, parrying. It's like a little window that you can block certain attacks. I just want something where you need to be a bit more reactive. And I also want in the future like enemies that glow red and do like a melee attack that you can also deflect and do like a counter attack, like stuff like that. But that's not for now. Okay. Oh, this one. Like, I haven't explained it yet, but you can wall slide, but you can also wall cling. And you can just stick to a wall for as long as you want. But this, yeah, with these boxes over here, you can just move around. Yeah, I think they're nice. I mean, there's certainly like a new element for building levels. But yeah, having like multiple of them, I do like it. But I'm still thinking about ways to make them interact with other building blocks, but that's for later. Okay, wait, I can do this. I'm just going to take it easy, and bam, that's this level. Oof. This one is a bit experimental. I wanted to stack blocks and make it work, because this game also has physics, and it works well, I think? Yeah. I mean, it does seem so. So I'm quite happy with it. Also, I just wanted to spawn boxes indefinitely. The more boxes, the better. But yeah, you can avoid them quite easily. Also, what I haven't explained yet, in like the top left corner, I'm just going to restart. But it's a challenge. Like, you can finish this level without destroying a single structure, like in this case the boxes. Because I want each level to be played differently too, and it usually is harder. So not destroying boxes, it's not that easy. And I know these are the training grounds, but a bit of challenge is never too bad now, is it? And you can also wall jump off moving objects as well. But it requires a bit of timing. There we go, okay. Then there's this boom box, but I can't destroy it together with the box it's standing on, so I just need to lure it over here. And bam! Challenge got. So yeah. And the other levels are just experimental. I don't have too much to say about these. Like, these are like metal boxes, and well, I want to show it to you, but I'm still working on it. What I haven't shown you yet are like charged attacks, because I'm still working on it and maybe implement levels with these later on, because it's not all that easy. Certainly not when you are trying to learn the game. but with this metal box over here, you can do like strong attacks, and bam! Because regular attacks don't do anything. But if you want to do a strong attack, it takes some time, you know, it's like a new element, like it's a bit of a risk. It's a strong attack, but it has a wind up, you know. And also I want to show some other things as well, like I'm going to the first level again. And yeah, the charged attacks, they're also something nifty, because you can do some tech with it as well. Because when you charge up, you can do like strong attacks. Some of these are just, yes, as I said, experimental, but you can also do other things like forward charge attack. It's good to get rid of some enemies, and it gives you a little speed boost as well. And also the upward charge aerial attack. Those are some long names, but yeah, you get some extra air and you can just go up to 2 blocks with that. So instead of jumping to one to another, you can just skip that and bam, you know, do some, you know, some speed running strats, I would say. I mean, that would be very nice. Yeah, and there are also some other attacks that I have that I'm still like programming and like tweaking, like a strong downward attack, like bam, you know. I mean, it looks cool, you know, but it's like a leap of faith, you can't stop it. So yeah, I think that's about it really. Like I said, I was going to make this as short as possible. So there are still some other things in the works. If I have something new, maybe I'll upload a new video about it soon. I don't know. Like I said, it's a hobby. It takes a lot of time, but it's so much fun. So yeah, I'm just going to leave it over here. Yes, thank you for watching, and maybe see you next time.